Let's play!
Hey guys, and welcome back to Don't Take It Personally, Babe. It just ain't your story. Now, between parts, I actually got relatively close, as in, like, within a couple clicks to the end of the game. And, if you notice me start talking differently, it's because, well, spoilers! Get away! Spoilers! Okay. So we were right here. Set file 6. Ah! That is loud! Let me turn down the volume. That is the volume up button. No, that is the volume up button. Volume down, please. God. Ow. That was a little bit loud. Okay. Let's get, oh my god, my ears are still ringing from that. Because I'm wearing a headset. Okay, so like I was saying, if you notice me start speaking a bit differently, it's because I've noticed some crazy spoilerish things that I would rather not bring up that descending. Hi, Mr. Rook.
Oh, hi, Ariana. Why don't you have a seat and we'll talk about what you're having trouble with? She sits down, crossing her skinny legs with an exaggerated motion. It's a pretense, of course. I know it. She definitely knows it. And I feel deeply uncomfortable going along with this. We do, of course, discuss the novel, as she requested. And she does ask the right questions. But it's obvious that's not why she's here. Even if I had noticed, even if she hadn't mentioned it to Isabella, I would have noticed, for sure. It's not just the way she's trying too hard to care about the book or the length of her dress. Every time she asks a question, she leans forward, fiddling with the end of her hair with her long fingers. I notice, of course. Every time...
Oh, the voice changes, I'm sorry. It's just because I get out and back into character.
Every time she's waiting for an answer, she rubs her hands on her knees, and with a smile she rubs her bare, smooth legs against the other. I notice, of course. Every time I speak, she stares just a little too deeply, back with those dark young eyes. I notice, of course. Despite it having never happened once in my life before, I have absolutely no doubt in my mind. She's trying to seduce me. I have to wrap this up. I have to end this now, and I definitely have to get out of here now. I move, getting ready to stand up. She just follows my lead. Okay, well, it's starting to get late. Do you have any other questions about the book?
No, I think that's all for now. I definitely do have a better understanding now. Thanks so much for the help, Mr. Rook.
Oh, it's nothing. I'm glad to help.
I mean it. I really want you to know. You seem like a great teacher, and I appreciate that a lot. I really like you.
Oh, damn it, here it comes. Can I get out of here before she manages to clarify that into a confession? Ah, well, I'm glad. Anyway, I should get going. It was good to talk to you. I get up and get all the way to the doorway. Could it be that I could avoid it getting awkward after all?
Likewise.
I just have to say goodbye and I'm gone. Problem solved. Just have to say...
Say, Mr. Rook, aren't you going to take an umbrella? Or did you not bring one?
Oh, shit. She's good. She got me. I know exactly what she's gonna say if I tell her the truth. What should I do?
So playing the game, let's see, I've actually taken both routes. I'm gonna tell her the truth, because lying isn't good.
No, I didn't realize it was gonna rain. I didn't think to bring one.
That's okay. Why don't we walk home together then? We can share mine.
And there it is. I don't...
Come now. Come on. You don't want to get caught out in that storm, do you? You'd get soaked and probably get sick for sure. Really, it wouldn't be a problem.
Rationally, I know better. Rationally, I know I plan to shut her adventures down, to be the mature adult and not give her a chance. Rationally, I know that I can't get sick from being out in the rain, and rationally, I know that following along with her plan would be irresponsible of me. Rationally, I know that it's wrong to... blah, 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 blah. Rationally, I know that it's wrong to find out how she's managed to catch me so perfectly off guard, charming in any way. Rationally, I know that I shouldn't...
How come I can't read this?
Rationally, I know that I shouldn't find that smile she's giving. The one that she knows... The one that says... blah, 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 blah. The one that says she knows I'm going to say yes. So adorable. Rationally, I know I should say no.
So you actually live in this neighborhood? Like within walking distance? I figured we'd just be walking to the subway.
I guess it turns out I'm not as good at blah blah blah. Why can't I read? Let me change my position. Yes, just gonna move. Okay. I guess it turns out I'm not as good at blah blah. I guess it turns out I'm not as good at acting rationally as I'd like. Yeah, just a few blocks away, actually.
Oh, have you been here long?
Only a week, actually. I only moved into the neighborhood once I got the job here.
Oh, I see. So do you live alone?
Come on, don't ask that. Yeah, for several years now. I leave that hanging as a reminder of how old I am. I've been divorced, kid. Twice. With any luck, she'll pick up on that.
Well, that must be nice, having all things to yourself.
As she says that, she moves in even closer than she was before, so I could feel her arm pressing against mine. So much for having any luck. Well, it's not always so bad. That's not honest at all. It's a lie. The biggest lie. I hate living on my own. It's lonely, it's soul-crushing, it's terrible. It's always, always so bad.
I'll bet.
And that's when I make my mistake. I look back down at her. I make eye contact, and she responds with the biggest grin. She's happy right now. She's so happy, I can tell. And all I can think, as I look at that poor kid, is that I know the only thing she's thinking of right now is me. It's one hell of a thought. I look away and we keep walking down the street, but it's too late.
Too late. Too late. I've said that 3 times now. Oh my god, too late! Okay, that's it. I'm changing sitting positions because lying down doesn't work. Sitting up in a weird way doesn't work. Let's just sit, maybe, I don't know. I'm moving to the floor. The floor is the best place ever. Why am I not doing this on the floor? Moving Lappy down to the floor. Come, Lappy. Lappy's the name of my laptop, by the way. Okay, let's try this now.
I've humored her, I've gone along with her, and I've practically acknowledged it to her now. She just babbles away, happily, and I realize there isn't going to be an easy way out. This crush of hers isn't something that I can ignore. It'll go away. After what feels like the longest walk home ever, finally, we arrive at my building. This is me. Thanks for the umbrella. I have to do something, and it has to be now.
Okay, it's not a problem at all, though. I really enjoy talking with you. A lot.
Well,
actually, there's something I'd like to tell you.
All around us, rain pours heavily. My stomach sinks. And then, she takes my hand with her own, squeezing with those delicate fingers of hers. Despite the rain, still, they're soft to the touch. She smiles sweetly at me, getting ready to confess to me. And I realize with horror, as that girl prepares, with her short dress, with her surprisingly deep eyes, with her unsubtle flirting, with her delicate grip, with all those things standing right in front of me, I realize, in spite of myself, I'm becoming just a bit hard.
Now, the first time I read this, I was like, becoming hard, does that mean something deep? Like, it must mean something like a deep sort of, I'm becoming, like, hard on myself, I'm becoming, I feel like the world's on my shoulders, but then I realize, no! John has a boner right now. And you know what, I'd say too much information, but let's be honest here. If this was happening to us, even you girls, wouldn't you just be the happiest man in the world? I know in most countries that this is considered illegal, what's happening right now. Except in Japan, surprisingly. And actually, in Canada, this would be considered illegal, especially Ontario. I think Ontario's the normal. Am I right? I think. Probably. So, this is not good where we're going. We're going deep down into horrible enemy territory here, if you catch my drift. But, well, let's keep going. I have to do something now before she says anything. Now I'm just going to, don't mind me, I'm just going to save my game for a second there. Boop. Because, well, you'll see. Let's this is not going to be in my actual run-through, but I do want to show this off. let's see what happens if we go for her, just for a bit. Because after a certain point, it goes back into the regular story, but let's just see what happens.
Fuck it. Who am I fooling anyway? I squeeze her hand tightly, and I just shake my head at her. Shh. Don't say anything. She doesn't, of course. She starts to quiver a little. The first time today, she's not the one in control, as she hangs waiting on my next word. I just squeeze tighter, leaving her waiting another few seconds. I know. Then I give her what she obviously wants. I take her shoulder with my other hand, then I pull her in close, letting her go up on the tips of her toes to kiss me.
And now we actually see a fatal flaw here with this game. The regular character artwork is beautiful, but you'll see this and other times. Some of the other artwork is so bad. I mean, this is bad, badly drawn. However, let me describe this. She closes her eyes, and I can tell as I delve into her small, warm mouth that this is her first time ever. Her confidence from earlier is gone, so I take the lead. Ariana shivers under me as I kiss her in the rain, letting out a high-pitched murmur as my tongue teases her. I shift my legs, making sure she doesn't know what's growing in my pants. I can't stop laughing. It's a nice feeling. Her mouth is sweet and her hair is soft, and she's so easy to tease. Eventually, she starts to grip her tightly to herself and tenderly kisses back, still not truly in control. I break off slowly and smile at her. What was it that you wanted to say? She's speechless. After a second, she grins madly, then bursts out giggling. Something like that. Then she pauses again, and then, clearly proud of how clever she is, adds, You put it more eloquently, though. Gently, I stroke her cheek. It's so much softer than I imagined. She's so delicate. I have to be careful with her, I know. I should be going in now. Yeah, probably. The other possibility goes unspoken of, even if I can't help but undress her in my mind, imagining her small body naked on my bed. It wouldn't be right. Not now. But later. Even if this is what she wants, I won't go that fast. The kid deserves better than that, even in the form of being given a chance to change her mind. Still, when I give her a goodbye kiss, I let my mouth linger against hers just long enough to keep her on her toes. Okay, and that's the part where the stories kind of come together. So let's go back. Let's load our previous save. So we don't want to do that. We're just gonna pull our hand off. I have to get control of myself. I can't afford to go around thinking with my dick here. I've already gone along with this too far. I pull her hand from mine. Please, stop there, Ariana. I just want to tell you. I know what you want to tell me. It's obvious, Ariana. I'm flattered, really, but please, just don't say it, okay? What? She looked shocked, as if her intentions aren't obvious. She seems to be at a loss for words. It wouldn't be appropriate, Ariana. In fact, this is already completely inappropriate. I shouldn't be walking students back to my apartment. Do you know how bad that looks? I promise I won't tell anyone. Mr. Rook, I really like you. I'm sorry. I truly am sorry. But I know what you want, and this is the worst rejection I've ever given in my life. This is the worst. I'm babbling, she's babbling, and there's no way this won't end in crushed feelings. I'm your teacher, Ariana. You're a cute girl who obviously knows how to use her charms. You shouldn't be chasing guys over twice your age. You can do better. Oh my god, what the fuck am I even saying? This isn't a rejection, it's just playing hard to get. What is wrong with me? No, I couldn't. Don't be so hard on yourself. You're hot, you're smart, and you're modest. Of course I like you. There's nothing wrong with that. I can't do this gently. I am apparently incapable of doing this without coming across like an absolute retard. I don't like that word. I guess I'll have to be a jerk. I'm sorry, I'm not giving in. Stop, please, just stop. Ariana, you're embarrassing yourself, and you're embarrassing me. You're too young, and it wouldn't be right, and quite frankly, I would feel disgusted with myself if I said yes. Do you understand? Sir, yes, sir!
She stares at me, and in that moment it finally seems to go through her. Whatever she wants from me, it's never gonna happen. It can't.
I, I, I thought.
I'm sorry, Ariana. Please, go home.
Fine, forget it. Forget I said anything.
She runs off, disappearing into the rain, probably crying even harder. I go inside my apartment and resist the urge to repeatedly slam my head into the wall until I stop feeling so bad about what I said. What a truly, deeply awful thing to say to someone. I sit on the edge of my bed and all I can do is wonder, where did I go wrong? How did it turn out this way? Poor kid. All she had was a harmless schoolgirl crush and the guts to follow through on it. She sure didn't deserve to have an old teacher flip out on her like that. I sigh. I mean, she'll get over it. Schoolgirl crushes are always fleeting, of course. But still, poor kid.
The next day.
It's absolutely beautiful out, but I checked the weather report before heading out this morning all the same.
Okay, let's check our messages. There's actually hasn't been any.
Can someone remind me why we're reading this piece of shit for English class? It's awful.
Wow, you're actually bothering? Lol, why?
I don't know!
Private conversation between Isabel and Ariana.
So, how'd it go? Come on, you have to let me know. I'm sad. This time it's not Charlotte who's first to come in, it's her. I grimace, praying she doesn't make things more awkward than they already are.
Excuse me, Mr. Rook?
I sigh. Yes?
I just wanted to say, I'm sorry. I was way out of line before. I really should have kept it together. That was really immature of me.
Oh, good.
Can you forgive me?
I sigh again. Of course I can. I just want to forget the whole affair ever happened to begin with. Of course. Let's just pretend it never happened, okay? Start with a fresh slate.
Alright. Thanks.
After that, she goes to take her seat. And it doesn't take too long for Charlotte to arrive. Hi.
Good morning, Mr. Rook. I hope your walk home wasn't too bad. Okay, let's check our message. Shot down! It didn't really go over well. I guess I'm not good with men. God, I hate myself. Never been humiliated in my life. I knew there was a chance it would go wrong, but I didn't think I'd be hurt so much. I kind of cried myself to sleep, but I think I was too direct with him. I guess I need to work on my subtlety.
Not so much, no. I'm never skipping checking the weather before I leave again.
That's too bad. A good plan, though.
We continue making idle chat as the class slowly files in. After that night yesterday, I'm not particularly in a hurry to get started. Today's lecture is gonna be at a leisurely pace. So, as you figure, this is the part of the story where you get the hint that things are gonna start getting really weird. Just like this game, oh, fourth wall breaking. From here on out, you're going to discover that things are a lot more complicated than they seem. I pause for effect.
I do that all the time, too. Nolan, wake up! Seriously, bro. Is anyone looking forward to this party this weekend? Anyone else going? Oh, wait, no, she is. Okay. Oh, baby. I'm so sorry. I understand perfectly, believe me. That really sucks. You can move on to others, though, right?
So, what did you think of the use of foreshadowing in the chapter you read last night? How does it differ from the start of the novel? After a couple of seconds, a single hand goes up. I can't say I'm terribly surprised. Despite the rest, disappointed in the rest, maybe. But I'm not surprised it's not Ariana. Go ahead, Charlotte.
Well, it indicates that we're going to see a sudden shift in tone, I think. The biggest thing I noticed was...
And she goes on in her Mexican stereotypical accent.
Are you kidding? No way, I'm not giving up that easily. What I realized last night was that I wouldn't be so upset if it wasn't really love. But if it hurt so badly, it has to be. That's fine. If I'm not good enough for him, then I'm just gonna try harder, right? I'll be able to do it for sure. Hugs and good luck. I have faith in you. I'm sure you can do it. And End of chapter 1. We'll do a little bit more.
What does it mean to be a gentleman?
Well, John, you see, you have to solve puzzles, you have to have a little boy with you all the time, who I learned today, Luke Triton is voiced by Rouge the Bat and Ivy Valentine from Soul Calibur. My mind was blown today, guys! That's just... Pow!
Is it an outdated concept, or is there really a perfect model for man in particular to follow that's still relevant to the times? Does it matter? And is that truly a good thing? According to L.J. Powell, before you can ask that question, you have to ask yourself one simple question. What does it mean to be a gentleman? I already explained that to you, John. I'll just jump into what Powell thinks in a minute. But first, what do you think it means? Just the first thing that comes to mind.
Professor! 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 The first thing that comes to mind is puzzles, Professor! Professor! Puzzles! Puzzles, Professor! 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 Puzzles. I like puzzles, Professor. Professor, do you like puzzles? I like puzzles, Professor. Professor! Professor! Puzzles.
No, Luke, that's not it. The class pauses for longer than I'd like, given that I just threw them the easiest question imaginable. And predictably, the first hand to go up is Charlotte's. Go ahead, just tell me anything.
This is a little bit obvious, but chivalry? As in holding the door open for a woman when she comes in with a vacuum cleaner to clean your room, senor? To clean your room?
Yes, it is a little bit obvious that my room needs cleaning. Right, that's definitely one. How about... Okay, Taylor. I'm definitely just surprised to see her put her hand up.
Knowing how to be respectable to a girl. For example, a gentleman wouldn't treat a girl like crap just because they've broken up.
I stare at her. There's more than just a touch of bitterness to her voice. It was sort of like Special Coffee Blend number 519. A dark brew. Darker than all of Satan's hellish wives.
I really want coffee now. God damn it, Godo! No, wrong button.
I wonder who she's really talking about. Chapter 2. Nolan is an island entire of itself.
Okay, so I think that's enough for this time. Well, let me actually check the time. Let's do the crazy. Oh no! Don't skip! Don't go skip mode. Why the hell are you in skip mode? Go back! Go back! What are you doing? Stop! What are you doing? Stop! No! What? No! What happened? Oh my God! Load! Oh my God! Let's not press the skip button. Okay. Let's stop. Open this up. Then hit skip. Okay. We've been recording 23 minutes. That scared me. Oh, and actually I have a question. I have an answer. I do have Minecraft here, yes, but I don't play it anymore. So, it's not even the full version. It's still like the 1 point something demo. Not even 0.1 demo, 0 point something, 9, 8, I don't know, demo. So, I don't play Minecraft. To answer that question, but that's the end. See you folks next time on Dragon Ball Z. Not really. But see you next time. Ciao.